registration process, I was not expecting to be the way it was. I mean, first day of registration, I was expecting to just go there and I'm done. That's when I realized that NYSC, I usually say NYSC is in different stages. The first stage is registration because it's hectic. I got there very early and I met quite a number of people. We waited, we're just trying to create profile. And the annoying thing, you can do most of the processes yourself and you still end up paying cafe people. Yeah. Because they have a lot of crowd to attend to. So they even tell you that do it on your phone. And you still end up paying them. Why? Just because you want to thumbprint and take passports. So basically I did everything on my own. I went there the first day. The cafe, the fact that it's a registered center and it's just one small shop and there is no like shade, we're all under the sun. We're just waiting. The network was so bad and frustrating. At the end of the day, that day, I was only able to create an account. I had to come back the next day. I'm telling my parents, they were surprised because I'm the last born. Like 3 of my siblings did NYSC, and so it was not like
as stressful as that. The
registration was not stressful. I had to go the next day. Still the same story. I was able to finish it on the 3rd day. And the funny thing is that those that registered successfully that first day, they were shifted to another batch.
Wow.
That's like the painful thing. We were so frustrated. I want to register ASAP so that they don't close the portal. And because we heard a lot of rumors, they will close the portal, blah, blah, blah. We did not register the first day of registration. We were among the first batch to go. So tell me, how was your own registration process?
They were telling me that I should go early the first day of registration. I went there very early as 6. When I got there, I saw crowd and I was surprised that where are these people coming from? And for that whole day, I was, at that time, you will not be, you need to do and just finish.
Not knowing that there's another stage.
There's another stage. So, registration was hectic. It was so hectic and nobody told us.
This is how it will be.
Yes,
and the second stage is now waiting for call-up number.
Oh!
That was a different thing. That first stage is registration. Waiting for call-up number is another thing because if you don't have call-up number,
you cannot go.
You can't go. So after call-up number, what's the next stage?
Call-up letter. That's the main domain. That's the main domain. I remember I didn't sleep well because I wanted to know where they will post me to. And I woke up around 3 or 4 a.m. And when I saw Kano State. Kano what? Kano State. I couldn't even sleep back. Because when I saw Kano State, I was like, I'm going to the north. And it's very far. Yeah. Even when the next day, so my mom was still asking me that, Tadio, what's up? Have you seen your state? I said, it's Kano State. He said, I just soon. Those mothers now.
I get.
And she was even starting to discourage me that, sure you cannot go with the next pass. But I said, no, I am going.
One thing I've noticed is that this state or this year registration, if they post it to a particular state and you try to I don't know what they call it, I've forgotten the name, you try to go to the next, go with the next, you still end up going to that state. It can't change.
Exactly.
And even if it change, it will still be within the same, maybe south,
exactly,
or southwest, wherever they post you to.
Because I knew one of my friends then, they posted her to Taraba, and the mom said she cannot go. Yeah. So as she, she didn't go, she was revalidated. Yeah. So when they revalidated her, she was about to work it out to go to a desired state. But, she has to wait for call-up number. Yeah. So as she saw call-up number, even before she saw the call-up number, they already gave her another state entirely. I think it was, maybe Bauchi, if I'm correct. See the north. I'm like, you have to show. I was not like, will you go this time around? And she said, she will go, that she has no choice. That even if she spend 3 weeks there, but she would change eventually.
So for me, it's a happy story because it was Oyo State. So
give me this connection. Got a connection located.
So I was also excited, and I people were like, "Don't you want to explore?" I'm like, "What am I exploring?" There's no point because I've lived in Sokoto before. I did not school in Ibadan, so my university. I did premier and this thing. So what's there to explore? So I was like, I feel like it's still the same because inside camp you're not allowed to go out of camp. So what are you exploring? Because it's still the same stress, it's still the same food, it's still the same everything.
You will go through it.
The only different thing is that if you are in, let's say, the north, you've been eating more of their food.
Yes, so.
Well, my siblings are telling me that, oh, I'm going to be in Oyo, their food is amala. That was a lie. Just eba and egusi was basically.
Eba and egusi?
Yes,
wow.
Yeah.
One was too. Yeah, I know it's not, and that's their food. Anytime I hear that they cook too,
you don't even bother to
I don't bother to.
Why?
I don't bother to go to kitchen. I don't bother myself. So like when I saw it, I was like, oh no, I can't eat this. When I saw this food is.
I've actually tried it because
from
someone that lived in the north.
You like it, right?
Okay.
You like it, and those, they usually say, I don't want to, don't let me go for that, don't let me go for that. But seeing their food, it wasn't really encouraging. Even apart from the two aspects, the food they served in camp, but it wasn't so encouraging. And most times I go to Mami markets to buy food. So how was your experience with the food? Were they feeding you well? Was it okay? Was it sweet?
The only thing I dared to taste was bread.
Bread.
Fries. I mean, everybody, anything that anytime is rice like this,
everybody
have to run to the kitchen.
People would not be full. There would not be a long queue.
Yes, rice and eba. That was just once in a while because that was basically what we were eating throughout. I know we went to camp in January, and that was the period food stuff was just so expensive. Because when you look at the timetable, it's different from what we are being served. So basically, the only swallow we ate was just eba and egusi. And sometimes it was ogbono, but I do not
like ogbono.
Yeah, so and luckily for me, because me, I don't really need to I don't really go to the Mami market to buy food and all of that, because the day that I don't eat much, so in the day where you'll be serving the food I don't like, at least maybe the breakfast or the lunch will be something I like, so I can suffice. And very important, you have to take provision, because that's how you survive.
That's how you survive.
So I feel like we're going too deep. We're still talking about process. Another ethic thing is the registration inside camp. I also frustrated. Oyo State is so wide, like Ibadan, so wide. I live in Ibadan now. We spent like how many hours to get to the camp, on getting to the camp, if you see the queue. And the funny thing is that it's so annoying that I finished my registration in the second day I got to camp, because I went early. Funny how my dad was telling me as early as 6. He was like, couldn't you leave the house? I'm like,
leave the house?
Why would I leave the house?
We have in Ibadan.
Yeah, I did not know.
Enjoyment.
Until I left around 8, and the queue was just so unnecessarily long. We got to camp and the fact that I was carrying this big box. The box has weight on its own. So it was stressful dragging the box with buckets, everything. And it was not giving
secondary school vibes.
It was giving university vibes. Because I was in Faculty of Arts, and anytime I want to do clearance, anytime I want to do anything that involves faculty, that's when you see that we are not mature. We'll be fighting and everything. That was how it was in camp. Fighting to get to do your registration early and everything. At the end of the day, that day I was not able to finish registration. It was 11 p.m. I didn't even eat dinner. The next day, I was thinking they would just allow us to continue. No, we had to join others. The morning drills and everything before we started again. I eventually finished midday, and I was so excited. Others were like, they are not even going to do it. They are not going to change, because they will tell us that as soon as they are done with your registration, change to your white. Some people are like, they are not going to change to their white. They will just pretend like they've not finished their registration. So they will just, for me, I was like, I'm so excited. I want to explore. I changed to my white and everything. But I'm saying it so sweetly, but the 2 days of registration was a lot. It was frustrating. Like, I was even tired already.
It was hectic.
It was, and the soldiers too. I understand that, now they have to be staring because they want, because after we finished the registration late, they were doing light out. Nobody should come outside. Nobody. And I was like, Jesus. That is why I even cried. I was like, I'm so frustrated. I want to take my bait. Why is it I should not take my bait? But I was just so happy that the next day I was done with everything. How about you?
Mine. I had to travel from Ekiti to Kano State. the journey itself was another experience on its own.
Reading Psalms on the way.
Reading Psalms, no, it was by road though. It was by road. And those cabs, okay, it was how we did it. From Ekiti to Abuja. Then from Abuja to Kano. From Ekiti to Abuja was even still, it was easy, it was smooth. But when we got to Abuja, it was one small car. You know, I don't know what they call it in Ibadan here.
Is it Mikra?
Yeah, Mikra. That was how it was. I know here in Ibadan, it's 3 at the back. There, we sat down 4 at the back. And there was one lady, 6.
Wow.
There was one lady that was a little bit chubby.
Yeah.
So I was squished like this. I could not even, my leg was already freezing. I could not do anything at that moment because it was so uncomfortable. And as soon as I got to camp around 12 a.m.
Wow.
Because I left
Still the first day.
Still the first day. Day 1, 12 a.m. That's second day.
Day 2.
Day 2. So I could not register again. So the next day, it was because I and some people came from Ekiti. So we are 3 that came from Ekiti. The 3 of us, we had our bed and we went to go and register. Not knowing that registration itself is another wahala. It's another wahala, it's another stress on its own. As we were registering, I was like, I could not even take it anymore. For you.
All of that was, should I say, is a life I've experienced before. Like
okay.
A week is something I've experienced before. But the fact that you'll be stressed, tired, you still have to wake up early, and everybody knows that our states, I don't know if it was like that. Okay, it was not like that in other states, but states like Lagos or your state and Abuja, they had the largest number of core members. That's what they said.
Yes.
That did not add before. So it was a lot. You know, finishing around 10 or 11, I'll still have to like take my baits like around 3 because my friend that was in Abuja, she used to tell me that she would not stress herself, or she would just wake up in normal time. But me, I wake up at that 3 and I was washing every day.
Why?
Yeah, white. I wear white.
Okay.
I was washing every single day, and I didn't even want to talk about the camp experience because the toilet, like I said, were populated. Toilet was not enough. I have to like sometimes walk 5 minutes to get where to bathe. I can tell you that throughout my stay in camp, I didn't have a particular place where I had my bath. So from this place to this place. So I was just joining OBS, and I was already worried that I registered late, will I be able to make it? But luckily for me, I made it, and I was able to like join OBS. So I don't really have experience with parades, camp drills, even manual. I escaped it because I've actually done something similar when I was in GS3. If I've not done something similar like that, I'll have wanted to experience it. So I don't really have any. It was actually still on still because we work in OBS. I mean, still on still. It was stressful, but you know, all these manual drills and everything, I did not really experience it, and I don't even have regrets because me, I was already saying that I'm not going to do past my energy. I'm going to just manage my energy. So it was just there, honestly. It was just really there. Because sometimes during devotion, we get to see it. I mean, OBS. So sometimes you have to read news that morning and you get to see it, and everybody's doing their parade, this thing. Sometimes if you can send someone to collect your food, that's the privileges of being in OBS. But it was still on still, it was still stressful. Because I mean, if you are the one reading news, you have to get there very early and practice. While others are still trying to catch sleep, you have to get dressed and get there very early. I had experiences in camp, but it was not just that stressful like others had. What about you?
Mine was stressful. To a point, it was stressful because I partook in parades. Yeah, since primary school or secondary school, I've always loved parades. But I didn't know that this was just a tip. That was just it was a tip of an iceberg. Because I was like, it's not the same thing we did in secondary school and primary school.
It's different. That
was so much different though, because I got here like, waking up and your ties.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Are paining you
For a long period
of time. And do you remember they say they are going back to your hostel? They say double up in 3 days, in 3 days. So imagine I've marched or I've exercised myself throughout the day or for some hours, and they are telling me again to double up. What do you tell them? So I want to fight. Our soldiers were friendly though. Soldiers were friendly, but they will still be strict. When they want to be strict, they'll be strict. But they hardly punished anyone. You know, in North, they are, I would call them that, I would say they are nice people. Yeah, that was what I noticed. In North, they are nice people and they give a lot. They are very caring, especially to their own people. Oh, forget it. To their own people, they are so nice. They're so nice. And all this was that, did you experience people fainting and there before you know it's people that fainted? You know, all those Red Cross, they really tried a lot. Yeah. Because it was just, I would call it grace. Because I know that I was so much stressed. I would call it, and I wasn't eating. Well, I wasn't eating well. I was stressing myself, and my body doesn't really like stress. So, we differ now.
Yeah.
As we are, some people maybe when we want to start parade, before you know it, just turn to your right, they fainted. Turn to your left. You guys just started now. You never see everything. So that was how it was, and the social night, it was fun. It was fun. But you know, in the North, they don't really allow nonsense. They don't allow nonsense. So it was fun to a certain level because they won't allow girls to do whatever they want to do.
Even in Oyo State, that was how it was. If you are already doing rubbish,
they would
get out of the stage. And they even warn you that you should not do rubbish. I mean,
exactly.
We are building morals. We should not be doing rubbish on the stage.
So now coming down to your PPA.
Stage 3.
PPA, right?
Last day of camp. That's POP/ where you be posted to.
Hi.
That's another prayer. Because Oyo State, I mean, Oyo camp is saying.
Yeah.
You just be saying, Ibarakba, Shaki, that was telling people, and people don't be very good. But the truth is that, no matter how you want to do it, so people still get posted to those places they don't want.
Exactly.
For me, I was a bit worried that, hey, God, that big. Where will they post me to? So, I was so eager. Can this passing out parade just finish? When it finished, we had to like line up to get our pay later. I saw Peter Fame. I was so excited. I don't know what was coming for me.
Oh my God.
I was so excited. But the journey outside camp. So the thing is that they so much care about our safety.
Yes,
that
that's why I noticed.
Yes. So they brought Omi Tutun bus. They brought buses and it was cheap. And so a lot of fellowships now brought their bus and everything. So I couldn't even follow the bus because I was, I think, I can't remember, but I can't remember where VTFM was, but I know it was Ibadan North and quite a number of people were posted to Ibadan North. So I couldn't even follow the bus again. I had to follow one CAC bus and everything. So after I got, I was like, before I go, I have to say to my PPA, I went to BTFM. I was, you know the funniest thing? I don't know how to use Google Maps, but because of NYSC,
you had to learn it.
I even became a pro overnight because I was staying at Ojuri Bodija and I trekked to BTFM. I was just following the guide because everybody, when I was asking, where is BTFM?
They don't know the place.
I was like, how they don't know a radio station? I was getting to BTFM. I heard that it has closed down 2 years ago. I was like, where will I start from? I was like, I didn't know what to do. I had to start calling my siblings and everything. So it was just like, I should just get request letter, then apply for reposting. So I was like, where do I want to get request letter from? I had to like search for radio station around Ibadan. Because you know, changing your local government is another stress on its own. You might not be privileged to be allowed to change your local government. So I went to another radio station. They said they're not accepting corpers, and I came to BCOS. Then they gave me request letter, and I was able to like get request letter and get posted. Although there were a lot of struggles there. You know, I misplaced my ID card along the way. It was just a lot, but the fact that I was so excited of beat FM. I do not know that before I get to where I am going to be, it's going to be a lot of stress.
Right.
What about you?
Mine, a day before, I already saw my posting letter, my redeployment.
Okay,
So I also, when everybody were eager to collect their PPA letter, I wasn't bothered, but I was pitying some of my friends. Because someone saw a PPA letter and she was crying.
A lot of tears.
I was like, sorry, I cannot, not knowing what I want to go and face. Because redeploying itself is another thing on its own.
That documentation.
Oh my God. Getting here, I wanted a specific PPA. Unknowingly, NYC is not, did not approve that company. So they now took me to, carry me where I don't know. That's what happened though. They carried me to somewhere I don't know. And in my life I've always wanted to stay in the city. I don't want to stay in the local place. And when they posted me, it was like a village, and I said no, even to a school, and I didn't want to teach, because even before I finished university, I've been saying that I will not teach in NYC. It's a confidence for me. I said I will not teach in NYC. And when I saw my PPA letter on my dashboard, I said, no, I cannot teach. And I had to. Every day I was always leaving home, and I don't live in it, but I was staying with somebody. And my own was just to come, maybe 2 to 3 days I'll be done. That was what I thought.
Same here.
For I spent almost a month looking for PPA. How God did BCOS was a miracle. I don't know how it happened, but it was a miracle. But I just want to thank God that even though the challenges and I'm benefiting from it.
Yeah, so
that's my trial.
NYC has been fun.
Yeah.
Lessons have been learned.
Yes, so
like, you cannot even deny that.
At all.
As much as it's tiring, beyond the Alawi, we've learned a lot that we can use in the corporate world.
Yeah.
It's setting us up for the corporate setting.
Then we made a lot of friends.
Yes, new
connections, new exposures, things you don't know before you get to know them. Then there's a lot of insight. So we're bringing this to a close.
Yeah, we'll be drawing the curtain.
I'm Oluwatade Adeyemo. Hopefully we'll see you again next week.
And I am Fidora Buluwatife Afolagbe. Thank you so much for staying with us till the very end. Have a nice day.
Bye. See you next week.
Welcome to another episode of Converse in an Apron. I am your host, Roseanne.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Fumilayo.
So today I'm switching up the ingredients for this dish. So I have my protein here and stockfish.
3 different kinds of breakfast today, 3 in 1. So me, I'm going to be making my favorite go-to breakfast that I can eat every day. It is
That's the last thing.
Okra pepper soup is ready.
Chef for me! Give them! Okay, it's not so spicy for me. Coconut milk moi moi. Well, today we are going to find out how we make that. I don't understand why I struggle with this moi moi wrap. I have found somebody
who likes it more than fully. Wow.